Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. In today's video, we're joined by the mastermind behind this video. You're behind yourself actually here. Look at this. There he is. And here he is right now. We're joined by Lil Gaming to walk us through basically the cell file that he has designed for RSL Helper, which goes through with the RSL Helper program and will automatically filter through your gear, sell the bad gear for you in the game, making just gear cleansing and management way easier. You've been a busy man, Lil. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going good, man. Thanks for having me on. It's
Mm,
good to be here.
hmm
Yeah, it's been a really good feedback so far. Just I've had so many like comments and people reaching out to me after the video. So yeah, like I was already partway through building it when they sort of
mm.
changed how the cell files would work. So I had a head start from everyone else, I think.
Hmm.
I did chat to Panda sort of when the leveled cell rules came out, and I know he was working on them the same time I was,
Yeah.
but his ended up being just level 16 gear, and so I was like, "No, I wanna have everything end to end." So,
Hmm.
like, 0, level 8, level 12, making decisions based on how it rolls.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah,
So
it's been a labor of love.
yeah, yeah. So your cell file, I think other cell files in the past will do like unleveled gear or fully leveled maybe. Yours will do it like this level 12, this level 8, it will be able to judge all of them. Yeah,
Yep.
pretty sick. Right. Well, I mean, let's dive it. So you've got
Also, like,
multiple
I've been boring the people in my clan for
with
so long
questions.
about theoretical, "Okay, but if
Hmm.
it did this, would you keep it?" You know, like, just that you've
Yeah.
got a chest and it rolled this way and it didn't hit this, but it did hit this by level 12. Do you
Hmm.
keep it
Hmm.
or not keep it? There's only so long that people will have those conversations with you for.
Yeah, I mean, the thing I always say with these sort of cell files, it's like it's hard to get it 100% perfect. But I just brought up here, like to show my gear storage is almost full. Like I'll happily settle for 99, which I'd say it is. And like, hell, I'd even go for like 95, maybe even 90% perfect, which is obviously yours would be much better than that. But I'd even settle for that just to make this stuff. It's funny, whenever you clear your gear out, the game actually runs better. I don't know if you've noticed that. Maybe your PC is
Yeah,
better
yeah,
than mine, but I've done a gear cleanse before with this, and it's like, oh, my game, it feels like a different game. It's so silky smooth, crazy.
yeah. It's
Um,
funny as well because I get like so many comments and it's like, "Your rules sold like X thousand of my gear, X hundreds of my gear bits," and you're like, "Oh, someone's gonna say that I've sold things that I shouldn't have, and they're gonna be unhappy." And then they're like, "Thank you so much for clearing down my storage."
yeah, exactly. Well, if you want, we'll go through like installing the file and doing everything. So again, your videos will be linked down below. You've got several videos walking through the stuff in depth. We're going to do a more just basic overview in this video, but if you want to see all the ins and outs and how everything works and refining it yourself, tweaking the rules, check out Lil's channel down below. But the link to your cell files are in the video descriptions on these videos. I think you were saying you're going to be setting up a Discord server soon as well, I think.
Yeah, in the process of it at the moment. I go on holiday in about a week,
Hmm.
so I don't want to launch it and then disappear on holiday. So what I'll probably do is in a few weeks, in a couple of weeks, I'll when I get back, I'll launch my Discord, which is a good place to sort of keep track on all the updates and links to the cell files and stuff.
Mm, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so we've clicked the link in the video. It brings us to our Google Drive here. I said this is a nice place to start just to give us an idea. Like if we're sort of glancing through, we're going to see late game, end game, late game, end game. I see like this one is version 3, this end game, this one is version 4. So these would be the two right now that people would want to be downloading or installing, either late game v4 or end game v4. Am I right on that?
Exactly. I just wanted to give people a way to compare what they've got loaded in their RSL helper to what
Mhm.
the current version is. What I might do is actually put older cell files in a folder so that
Okay.
when you go to that link, it's actually just the 2 latest cell files so that it just to
Yeah.
avoid any confusion.
Yeah,
Because
might
yeah,
be a good
a few
idea
people ask me that,
for
like,
future. All right.
using just always use the latest version, whatever the highest number is in there.
Yeah, yeah. You were mentioning that there's going to be a version 5 of the late game
Yeah.
one coming
Yeah.
soon-ish. Yeah.
Just, every day at the minute is like, "Oh, well, I'd really like it to do this, and I think it should do that," and, like,
Yeah,
I've had,
yeah.
some really great comments, I think it was version 3 I added in Frostbite, but then I broke something else by adding in frostbite. So then version 4, I had to fix that something. So
Yeah.
yeah, like version 5, somebody over the weekend was like, "Oh, I've spotted a problem with your late game banner rules, where
Hmm.
it won't keep rolls into speed." So I'm like, "Okay, to me it's Monday because I was off yesterday. So right,
Yeah,
Tuesday
right.
morning, get in there, go and add those rules in." So yeah, I'm halfway through adding those. So yeah, later this morning will be well, it'll probably be out by the time this video's out.
Oh, brilliant. Fantastic. Cool, cool, cool. All right. Well, again, to get a bit of people might be wondering what is the difference between late game, end game. You break it down in your videos in detail, but this spreadsheet right here shows you, I think, some of the thought process. It's interesting to see as well, and might be just a helpful reference for people too, in terms of tiers for the different sets. So, for example, for end game, Slayer, Merciless, Impulse, or S plus. Whereas Lethal, Savage, Stone Skin, they're S, they're a bit better for late game, etc. And yeah, some stuff like that. Like Instinct is really good for even late game. When you get to end game, it's not quite as good. You're looking for more ignore defense, like you get from Merciless, for instance, and so on. So yeah, and lots of stuff here, lots of details in terms of how it's all set up and all of that. We won't worry too much about it here, but check it out, guys, if you're interested. It's a great little reference. Let's do this though. So here I am. Let's do endgame for me. Thank you. So we'll download scanning for viruses. I hope you're not giving me a virus, Lil. Unbelievable.
I'm definitely not.
Definitely not. Good. Okay. And this is RSL Helper. So obviously RSL Helper is developed by Farbstuff. It's its own separate program. You can find it on Farbstuff's Discord. And here we are. Okay. I've opened up RSL Helper. It is loaded in the game. What do I do now? I've got this file. What do I do?
So
I'm
you
stuck.
click on cell settings, which is sort of down in the left-hand menu, down towards the
Oh,
bottom,
I see down here. Okay. Cell settings. Excellent.
and then down in sort of along that top halfway on the right-hand side is a load file or load setup?
Oh yeah, I see a load setup. Yep. Load setup. Oh, and there we go. The late game file. Click that. Yes, please. Bam. That it. That simple.
That's the file loaded. So
Oh.
from there,
Oh.
as long as you've got auto sell artifacts ticked
Yep.
in RSL Helper, then that will use those rules for all gear that you farm. So whenever you're running any dungeon,
Hmm.
it will sell, most of the gear you get
Yeah.
because
So
that's
just
the
that would be if
reality.
I'm running a dungeon with
Yep.
through RSL Helper. It won't obviously do it if you don't have if you're not doing it through RSL Helper. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like it's better than the in-game, much more detailed than the in-game cell rules, for instance. Yeah.
Much more detailed. It's all based around matching substats together. So,
Hmm.
we don't keep, for example, a let's say a lethal accuracy chest piece
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
you're probably never going to use a lethal accuracy chest piece because if you're building somebody in lethal, you probably want their damage stat to be on the chest.
Yeah, makes
For
sense.
example, I've never built one. You might have different experience, but I don't see a lot of lethal high accuracy.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna just. Is it a thing where you have to like maybe run a battle just to be sure it loads in the newest version of your artifacts, or is it just
No,
automatic?
like running a battle is actually just yeah, it will just going like into the inventory will load your latest version of your artifacts. Running a battle is usually like loading your champs in, so suddenly
Oh,
you'll
okay.
see like when you close that inventory window, your champs will then be there that you last used in something.
Ah, I see. I see. All right then. So we don't need to do this. Well, we're running a battle anyway. I've got to do them for my daily quests. It's fine. So let's go. Let's cleanse some gear. Like I said, I've got. I'm curious. Do you want to place a bet as to how much it's going to sell right now? I'd be hoping for at least 500 sold. I want to get
Well,
below the 1,000. Could be more than that though.
I'm gonna put my money on about 400.
400. Okay.
I I still think I think even the end game rules are relatively lax.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. It's not
it's
too
quite
crazy.
forgiving on your rolls.
Hmm.
Like, there's no the only checks on 16 typically are, was it okay at 12?
Hmm.
But I've kept all of them in so that if people want to, be harsher and say, "No, it's gotta hit 1 good roll by 8, 2 good rolls by 12, and 3 good rolls by 16," you
Hmm.
can do that, but for the most part, it doesn't do that. For the most part, once you hit 2 good substats, then it's a keeper.
Okay. Okay. Well, Let's run it then. So to
I,
get to my
I don't think they're
artifacts.
too harsh. I am considering making a super end game version where it's like actually you can only have one off roll on any piece
Ooh,
of gear,
okay,
um,
yeah, really hardcore.
which I think might be, could be more suitable for your account.
Yeah, it
We'll see
might
how many
be.
it's worth to sell now.
We will find out. Yeah. So to get to my artifacts in RSL Helper, I'm clicking this thing with 9 buttons on it, little 9 thing, show hide inventory tab. So here we go. I've got my
Like a
inventory.
waffle menu.
Sorry.
A waffle menu.
Oh yes, yum. And you can switch between your artifacts or accessories here and whatnot. So what do we want to tick? We can filter for all the levels, 0 to 16. It's all good. Um,
What I like to do, like the first time I'm running it, is I'll go like, okay, let's have a look at my 5-star gear, all of it. Am I keeping any 5-star gear that I shouldn't be?
okay.
Because unless it's like Merciless or Slayer or something, you're probably not keeping 5-star anything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I go, okay, now let's look at my 6-star gear, and I'll like move that level slider down a bit. So show me everything under level 16,
Yeah,
just to gauge how I'm feeling about, how badly it's gonna damage
fair.
damage my.
So do I click then? Is it auto cell check?
That's right, yeah.
So we set it to. I put in 1, 2, 3, 4 as well. I don't. I've got a couple I see sneaking in there. So I click auto cell check, and then I click. Is it add all to queue?
How many did it find?
Um.
There's a number. Sorry, I can't see. It's not quite big enough on mine. I
Oh,
can't.
sorry. Where would the number be? I guess if I.
Yeah, there you go. Total artifact 0. It should be. So
Oh,
add all. Click add all.
okay.
Oh no,
120.
120. Yeah.
120.
You see, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, a
Oh,
bunch
it's
of it
getting
is
rid of a
like
lot of your merciless.
bad merciless and whatnot. Yeah, might keep some of that. Do I want to keep some just to have it? I might. I might.
Merciless is, I think, Merciless Slayer. I mean, it says on the spreadsheet, but there
Mm,
are only a few sets that I keep 5-star gear in, and it is those new top tier limited edition,
yeah,
like
yeah.
where you might get a 5-star attack percent chest, and actually, if it rolls into crit rate and it's the only good substat, that's still a keeper, even if it's 5-star.
Yeah, I'm just flicking through. Most of it is. I actually am gonna keep the Slayer stuff just to have Slayer stuff because that's more limited. It's hard to get
Yeah,
more of that. So I'm gonna keep the Slayer, but I'm looking through. The rest of it is, to be fair, it is just junk, pretty much all of it. But yeah, you could
that's
just
what I find. Like when I'm
yeah,
going through and I'm like, no, how could you sell this? It's
yeah.
like, and then you look at it and you're like, yeah. Like I keep having to I keep going back to the spreadsheet and I'm like,
Hmm.
really? Do I want to sell that? And then I'm like, if I look at my rules like on paper, then I'm like, yeah, no, that should go. Yeah.
I'm just keeping a couple of like HP defense boots. Again, they're not great, but just to have them. And I'm gonna keep a crit damage glove just because I know there's so few of those. So just for
Yeah, yeah.
filling that out, basically.
This is like I kind of feel
Keep it
like
chef.
those, I
Hmm.
feel like with Live Arena, those days of, switching your meter out of speed boots and into like attack or HP boots are kind of even less of a use case now for
Right.
those.
Yeah.
Unless your gear is like outstanding, in which case you can hit, those high speeds in the damage stat boots.
Hmm. Okay.
But that's
Well.
why, like, I was like, no, I am going to be strict on boots that aren't speed boots because the amount of times that I'm using them now is much less.
Okay.
So what did you end up with? 100 on your 5-star gear?
Yeah. So I click add to the. So I open up the cell window in game. I click add selected to the cell list. So I move you over here, and we can see it's gonna add them up in game. And yep, we wait. 99 in game. 99 there. Let's do it. Bam. Gone. Something was part of a preset. Oh, really? Oh, dear. What was part of a preset? Oh, I wonder. It's probably rubbish. It's fine, I think. Let me double check. It's probably merciless if it's anything. Let me just see if there's any like boots. Hmm. Might be those gloves. They're rubbish though. It's fine. Sell them. We'll get replacements. It's all good. Done. Okay. Cleansed. 100 down. We need to get
That's
more.
that's the other thing is, like, there's a constant influx of gear into your account.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, it's amazing how quickly it builds up again.
Okay, so the auto cell check. Let's just do it. Let's just do it all. I am curious how much it's gonna say.
It will try
Oh.
again. If you don't say only 6-star, it will try and sell those 5 stars that you just unticked again, so
Oh wait, will it?
you did, okay, I missed you,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry. Yeah. So I unticked those and I put in just 6 star
yeah.
now, and it's at 391.
And this is
Ooh.
exactly what I would do is, like, when you're running it for the first time,
Hmm.
go through it and check because you might totally disagree with me, and
Yeah.
that's
Sure.
fine.
Sure. Let's.
Everyone's different about their gear and where they are. So I would what you're doing is perfect. Like, take it slow, have a look
Mm,
through, see if you think I'm being crazy,
yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
also quite strict on low rolls,
Hmm. Hmm.
which I might change for the late game file in V5. I'm thinking about it, is be a little bit more forgiving on low rolls because on an end game, it's like, no, if it low rolls, then that's it. It's gone. It could double roll into speed, but if
Hmm.
it low it's only a 9 instead of a 10, it's still getting sold.
Yeah. 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 I'm just flicking through. So what I've done now is I've changed the levels to do 0 to 12, and then we'll look at the level 16 stuff separately, which is about 80 pieces actually. So these are the lower level stuff. I mean, just quickly looking through, it is mostly all junk. Yeah, double flat HP, no. Retaliation gears, never used. All of that. You keep those and chaos ore them. I actually might keep those and chaos ore. Maybe. Will I? No, actually I won't bother. They're chest pieces and reflex. It's not that important. It's good to be ruthless about this stuff as well.
That's
Yep.
the it's
Ditch it.
always much easier to find a reason to keep something.
Yeah,
Like, you
100%.
know,
Ooh, I
it's like
might
your
chaos
aim's
ore the
gotta
divine
be, "I'm
speed.
trying to sell as much as I can," as opposed to, "I'm trying to find reasons to keep
Yeah,
things."
exactly. Yeah, you want to be ruthless. It's so easy to hold on to stuff. And like I said, if a couple of good pieces get shredded up by accident, that's fine. I do
Yeah,
not care. Actually, I will hold on to those boots just to see, just for the sake of boots. I like to put boots personally to 12 and then oil them up and see if they get speed, just to
that's
have
I
speed
would
boots
love
with
that.
speed.
I've had so many feedback of,
Oh yeah.
actually ascension, taking something to 12,
Ooh.
ascend it,
Mm-hmm.
and if it's a speed boot and it ascends into speed, I'll keep it even if it's a couple of bad rolls. So, yeah, but that's not available in the rules yet, unfortunately.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So let me just lethal is fairly important, but yeah, this is all junk. All junk. Nope. I think we're good. I think we're good to just rip it apart. Yeah,
What did we get to?
protection.
330, is that?
312 pieces right now.
312, sorry, it was
Yeah, 312. So I'm just double checking. Yeah, that's most of it. Defiant, that stuff. Yeah. Okay, oh, let me just double check the again. Merciless is sort of the most important stuff right now. I might
yeah.
actually keep these. Are not very good boots, but again, attack percent with speed. I probably keep those just to have. Might be okay for finishing a 6-piece merciless. We'll keep that. Yeah, the rest is fairly bad defense. Like, but it's again just to have a full defense set. Okay, that stuff's kind of junk. Actually, keep the gloves, crit damage gloves, just in case they do like crit rate, crit damage ascension.
Yeah, yeah. And again,
And
like, my rules are it
mhm.
won't keep anything rare. So,
Yeah, that's fair. That's
like,
fair.
I
And
do
normally I
6-star
wouldn't.
epic and above only, though Merciless it would. Merciless is more lax, so Merciless would keep 5-star epic and above, or would keep 6-star rare and above.
Yeah. I'm just keeping some random Slayer pieces with just some speed on them as well, just to again complete the 4-piece stats
Yep.
for some supports, like a Nekmothar, right? Kind of okay. Not too important. Like again, it's 2 rolls and flat HP. It's just not good. But hey, it's 6 speed. Whatever. We'll keep that. It won't do any harm, and we'll keep that shield. It's nice. That probably should not be sold, actually. Maybe Slayer set up just for damage right now. I would personally keep that just in case it rolls lots of speed, basically. But yeah, part of
Yeah,
the.
you see, it wouldn't be kept by my rules because it's a 4.
Oh, yeah.
It's a low roll on speed, so it wouldn't keep it.
Oh, that's a 6 on that one, actually. So
Oh, is it? Oh, sorry,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
just where it's small on my screen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then, oh yeah, some junk there. Grand. Cool. All right.
Just make sure those bottom ones before you hit sell,
Yeah, I don't know what they are. We'll just
they
leave them.
might be feral. It
Oh, is
shouldn't
that what it
sell any
is?
feral from
Ah.
version 3 upwards,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
but the fact that they didn't have an icon makes me worry.
Yes. Okay, that
So
must be
we'll
what it
go
is.
check
Yeah.
those afterwards.
It could be. Yeah, I'll keep the feral just again to have the feral, right?
I
Oh,
changed it from
no, I clicked add all to queue. What have I done? Oh, no. Pause the video.
well,
You have to wait for me to unclick all of this again. Oh, disaster. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're at a slightly different number this time. Just, but that's fine. Okay. Oh my God. Add selected to the cell list. Let's do it properly. The cell list will start to populate. Dun dun dun. And we will be free of this gear.
yeah, hopefully, because of course Hades just brought out the update to the optimizer with the
Yes.
gear selling integration right into the game as well. So it feels like actually it's way easier to manage your gear than it's ever been.
Yeah, yeah. I need to sit down properly and come to grips with the optimizer stuff myself. And that's a video I'm planning maybe for next week or something like that.
Could
But yeah.
always check out my full optimizer guide.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That is one of my most popular videos, like just end to end, how
Nice.
to use RSL Helper and how to use the optimizer.
Okay. And then for the last hurrah here, put it
Problem
up
is people keep adding
13 to
feature.
16. Okay. Got a whole bunch of stuff here. So yeah, if we add all to queue, yeah, God, it's 78, 75 pieces of gear. I mean, again, we'll just take a quick flick through and see if there's anything we want to say. Sorry, actually, we should add all to queue. I might save that. Accuracy with triple attack percent, crit rate, crit damage, bizarre piece, stun set. Maybe for some Cursed City stuff. I'm going to keep that because it's fun. And I'm going to keep bad crit damage, relentless, just because it's a pain to get relentless. And I'm just going to keep regen to slap on with some speed rolls, just to slap on somebody. Again, it's not good gear, but slap on someone so I don't have to keep re-gearing them and stuff. Again, for Cursed
And
City.
I do that is I'll be like, "I know it's bad, but I still wanna keep it." So I usually
Yeah,
go in
yeah, yeah.
game, put it on someone in the vault,
Hmm.
and then RSL Helper won't pick it up. You can run it against equipped people when it's free gear removal, and it will strip
Ooh.
them and sell it.
Oh, wow.
I broke a couple of builds doing that, a while ago,
Nice.
a few iterations ago.
Oh dear. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it's gonna be selling like bad speed boots and perception. I'm just gonna keep them because even if they suck, it's just handy to have for again gearing up the Cursed City horde of
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
Um some lethal stuff. Actually, I'm gonna keep the rare boots and lethal, and I'll keep the gloves. Keep that. This again, they're lower quality pieces, but just because it's hard to get them. This stuff over here, yeah, no, it's total junk, junk. Yep, it's right.
Surprising when
Attack
you sit
defiant
through.
boots for your tanky defiant champions, of course. Ooh, I will keep this though. We'll just see. It's bad. It's a bad pair of speed boots, but it hasn't got any oil on it. So just see if it gets speed for yeah that. And again, we'll keep
Yeah,
the
I'm sure that'll be coming. I'm sure the Fabsoft guys will be working on an update for Ascension to look at Ascension as well at some point.
yeah. All right, add to this again. You've got a guide. So if you want to like, if people want to tweak this stuff, like you could go in and whatever delete the or add in rules to just keep all the boots people want
Yeah,
to, and then just do
or
it manually or
move gear sets around
mm,
between the sort of, I class them in sort of different groupings, like damage gear versus, protector
hmm.
type gear. It's actually like an old Hell Hades video from back in the day when he was doing a gear cleanse, and
Oh.
that cemented in my mind because he was like, "No, regen, I want different stats in than I want in, like, in speed or perception, than I want in crit dam," and I'm like, "Yeah." So that was like I'm like, "Right, okay. These are what I want, and these are the sub roles that I'll accept or not."
Yeah. Well, listen, we now have 500 spots free, and I think about several million more silver in the bank as well. So this is good. It's always, when I get to that point where I start having overflow in the inbox, gear starts coming into the inbox. I'm like, no. I think the game is running smoother again already as well, which is funny. It feels a little snappier.
Yeah,
It'll probably be better once we stop recording as well.
yeah.
But yeah, there we go. Cleared out a whole bunch of space. Beautiful. And have you set it up as well for artifacts? Sorry,
Yeah, yeah,
accessories?
it'll do your artifacts as well.
Oh, let's do a quick quick look at that auto sell check. How many? Let's do all of them. I'm just curious. We've got again 1400. How many will it say are trash? Oh, actually, not bad. Only 237. Okay. I need to be more aggressive with the artifacts.
Yeah, I don't know how. I'm not sure how harsh it is on artifacts.
Oh,
We'll
sorry,
see.
accessories. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, on accessories.
Yeah. No, it's probably junk. Does this sell any of this like good special ones? Like,
No.
no. Okay, yeah. They're the ones I hold on to.
Any special, it keeps. That in fact, I've actually got the ruling twice. Once at the top and once at the
Oh,
bottom.
just to be sure.
Yeah, yeah. It's like keep the same as it keeps all zeal and impulse no matter what, because
Yeah,
you
for the
need
Marius
one
missions.
piece
Yeah.
in each slot for the Marius. Yeah.
I have
But
I
yeah,
have
no.
one of my champions. I think it's Sanguinia maybe, who's like the impulse mule. She has 6 pieces of impulse. She's sat there ready for the mission. It's like
Yeah.
just in case, right?
What
But here we go.
I watched Scratch and he was like farming and he's like, "Oh, I need more impulse." He was doing a live arena video. He's
Oh, it
having
is
a look at
selling
the pieces
feral
and I was like,
actually. Hmm.
"Oh,
Watch out for that, guys.
that's interesting."
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll just flip
Let me
through and
go.
make
I'll go
sure
and double check
it does.
that because
Mm,
it
mm,
should. We changed the way that the sort of the final rules work, which is like and sell.
hmm.
Um,
Yeah, it's definitely worth keeping the feral, even if they're bad pieces. Just for the set bonus, is so strong. So I'll just make sure it's good. The rest of
yeah,
it's all
I
looking
guess
good though.
that's a good call because yeah, the way that we've changed it used to be like the very last rule is if you didn't find a reason to keep it, sell it.
Mm,
So because of that, it was trying to sell the newest set before it comes into RSL Helper. So we changed the rules to say only sell gear if it's in a set. And
yeah.
therefore, if it finds gear in a set that it doesn't know, it won't sell it. But
Hmm.
accessories doesn't have the same option for me to do. So that's
Gotcha,
probably why it can't
gotcha.
sell your accessories.
I often just sell all the cleansing stuff as well these
No, I
days.
do. Yeah.
But
I have to be honest. Cleansing is the only special that it does sell.
yeah,
Because
I saw it was gonna sell a couple of them. Yeah. Oh yeah, feral. There, just keep that. Yeah, definitely want to keep the feral. Other than that, we're
you're
good.
definitely keeping that 2-star orc banner that we just scrolled past.
Oh wait, was there a 2-star one in there?
There you go.
Wait, where is it? What? Oh,
Just
oh yeah.
yeah.
I mean, listen, that's 3 accuracy right there. That could be the difference between clan boss resisting or not.
I
Oh
wonder why
dear.
the rules didn't sell it. It probably doesn't. I
Yeah,
have to
probably
be
because it's too well. I mean, they're easy. You just go like, I just sell everything 1 to 4. That's very easy to do in game. It's managing the
yeah,
bloody 5 and 6 stars. That's a nightmare.
yeah.
And seeing that can go. Yeah, I need to like roll my stuff up at some point. I have so many accessories are my least favorite. Gear sets is bad, but gosh, dealing with accessories, you can see I've just got mountains of unrolled stuff. It's just
Yeah, I have to be honest. I've done that. Like, an artifact enhance will come around, and I'm like, I'm going to take every piece of gear to level 8,
that's part of a
uh,
preset. That's
4
fine.
to level 12, and then just let RSL Helper deal with it.
Boom. Oh, we completed the Forge Pass weekly mission. Excellent. But there we go. That's freed up at least some space for spider farming. Much better. Okay, cool. Well, so I think there's just a couple of things to watch out. Just watch out for feral gear
Yeah, feral
for people.
accessories.
That's probably the main thing if you're using certainly the end game file, probably the late game file as well. Just double check all your feral stuff because it's probably needs some more updates there. But other than that, oh, I tell you, it's feeling good. It's feeling cleansed, feeling clear, ready to farm more gear. But yeah, so there
Yeah,
you go, guys. That was a full sort of walkthrough of downloading the file from Lil's YouTube, installing it into RSL Helper, running it through the artifacts and the accessories. Yeah, simple enough. Lil, anything you want to say here to end out the video?
No, just thank you for having me. It's been great. It's been really sort of overwhelming all of the positive feedback that I've been getting, especially people who are like commenting saying like, I don't usually comment on videos, but wow, you put in loads of work here and thank you
Yeah.
so much. And yeah, that's amazing because every comment helps sort of spread the video around and get more people using it.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, like it's absolutely it's a massive amount of work to have it all those rules for every different level of the gear and every gear set. It's just insane the amount of effort you've put in. So yeah, it's a huge boon to the community. It's brilliant. So yeah, thank you for making
Thank you.
the files and yeah, great. hopefully we'll help out a bunch of people in the comments and viewers as well. Yeah, again, guys, Lil's channel will be linked down below, where you can find all of the details and download links over there. Make sure to subscribe, and yeah, I guess we'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Thanks.